Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and this is our Friday episode, TGIF, and we're so glad it's Friday. We made it! We made it through the weekend, to the weekend, and that is amazing! Amazing. So I'm gonna have to try. Let me see. I'm going to try and move this a little bit. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right. Let me move that a little bit. And yay, we're getting some people on. Yay. Oh, my goodness. I have my coffee. It's in my little clear mason jar mug. So, it is hot. I don't know if you can see the steam or not. Can you see the steam? Oh, yeah. It is hot. And it's just the way I like it. Morning, Kelly. It's good to see you. It's really good to see you. This morning coffee and crochet, I set this up at night, and it's a little bit different than setting it up like in the morning. So I set it up at night. And it's just so weird because it takes a while for everybody to get on when I do it that way. So anyway, it's different, but I'm glad that you're here. I can't see everyone. Oh, here's Nikki. Good morning, Nikki. It's good to see you. I can't see everyone yet, but I will in just a minute. And so yay! I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth, but I don't. So I'm drinking my coffee. It's Friday. It's like 1,000% humidity outside without rain. How is that possible? I don't know. I would think if you had like 100% humidity, that would mean rain. I mean, I don't know how that works, but I have no idea how that works, but I mean, that does make sense to me, but anyway, today is a great day. It's the day before the weekend. So, what do you guys have planned for this weekend? Anything fun? I don't have a whole lot of plans for this weekend, except, yeah, you would think so, right? That the 100% humidity would just cause rain, but it doesn't. Oh. Drinking my coffee, having a good time. So, yeah. So Sunday, I have my little girls, and I don't know how much of the day I'll have my little girls, but yeah, it'll be fun, and maybe not much of the day, maybe more like into when it's nighttime. We'll have Nicole that night, so that'll be fun. Oh, I miss my girls. This has been a really busy week for their family. They're packing up, getting ready to move. And so they've been very busy. Hey, Alice, happy Friday. Happy Friday. So I haven't seen them seen the little ones for a couple days. Mommy and Daddy are moving on Sunday. They're going to go up, and then we're going to take the littles up on Tuesday, and that way, they'll have time to set up the house and get their beds put back together and everything. So that way, the transition can be smooth. And we're going to have a girls' trip, and so it's going to be Grammy and Nana. They're the little girls' grandma and great grandma, and the two little ones, and we're just going to have a good time. So anyway, it'll be fun. And yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be so great. So anyway, it is fun. It is. So we're going to have a good time and a girls' fun time, and it'll be so wonderful. So anyway, that's going to be wonderful. But I'm already tired. Just thinking about it, I'm already tired. But that's okay. That's all right. So you guys remember that poncho that I was working on? Well, I had started the fringe, and then, Alice, good question. Good question. Well, I was looking at it, and it's really pretty. But then I started thinking, my little girls, they love to have matching. They're like really into matching. And that yarn, I saw that Bag a Day had used like a 5-weight yarn, or that's what she said, I think. Anyway, so it was a little bit, it was a little bit bulkier than the weight yarn that I used, because the yarn weight that I used is a true 4. It's not, it is a true 4 verging on a 3. So yeah, well, these little girls are, I've seen pictures of the girls, it's like, I'm dressed like my sister, and that's the little one. And then the other one's like, I'm dressed like my sister. And that's the older one, right? So I think it depends on your perspective. But my 3-year-old granddaughter, she loves to be dressed alike. So they're both, and in fact, a lot of times they'll do a mommy and daughters, and they will dress alike, like in tie-dye shirts or whatever. Hi, good morning, Robin. Good morning. It's good to see you. And so anyway, I decided to gift this to Robin's granddaughter, Paisley, and but I haven't finished the fringe yet, and so I messaged her and I said, hey, if I send you this poncho, it's done. You just need to put the fringe on it, and I'll send you the yarn. Do you mind putting the fringe on, and then Paisley can have it? And she's like, no, that's great. So anyway, and then she offered to make me the stars for my grandson Dustin's blanket. And so she's going to make the 50 stars and send them to me. So, that was just so sweet. I mean, really, it was so sweet. So that way, I can sew them on. And so anyway, I started one last night and I almost got it done. I was like, one more row, one more row. My husband's like, it's time to go to bed. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll be in. Yeah, it's a crochet trade. That's right. Oh, and it was so sweet of her to to do that. It really was. So anyway, and I know this has been, a rough week for her. And so having just a little projects, she said that's, easier for her to concentrate on. If you hear some crashing and banging and booming, it's my little kitty, my shadow. So remember her wet food, how I had started to ease her back into wet food after her pancreatitis attack? Well, so I was just giving her little bits, and I thought she was going to be okay, to ease her in and see if she was okay. Last night she had an episode. So the little girl is banned from wet food again, and she's like having a fit. Yeah. So she has plenty of kibble. She has plenty of kibble, and she loves it. She eats it all the time. But she's like a little, I don't know what to call it, like a little tyrant when it comes to her wet food. She's like, no, I want my wet food now. And give it to me. And she's just like a little crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's her. She's like zooming around. Just like letting me know, hey. And I don't know, if part of that is her reaction to her tummy troubles or not either. So I'm hoping that I won't have to make another visit. I know, they like variety. I know, but yeah. So I'm hoping that she recovers and I don't have to do another vet visit to get that really wonderful shot. Hey, Wendy, good morning. It's good to see you. To get that really wonderful shot that calms her stomach down. I mean, it was a miracle last time. She was like night and day. Hey, Carla, good morning, sunshine. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And so I'm hoping that I don't have to visit the vet again. I just had to take Theo in for an ear infection. Poor little puggy. Pugs have a tendency to get ear infections. And so, oh, yeah, we hope that way too, Robin. We hope that way too. Yeah. And, yeah, I hope so too. Hey, Valerie, it's good to see you. So good to see you. And, yeah, Valerie, I responded to your email and thank you. Thank you. That was so sweet of you to just trust, and so much love to you. So anyway, so today is Friday, and let me show you the, you know what? I forgot to turn on a light. Let me see if this makes it worse. I mean, like, would I rather be in the dark? Yes. I did comb my hair, but I didn't wash it this morning. So anyway, my hair is brushed. It's just, anyway. Okay, so we have light. Darn it. I mean, there's some days when, you want the light to shine on you. Other days you're like, yeah, don't look. Well, you know what? It is what it is, right, guys? It is what it is. Oh, yeah. Well, and so here's the thing, guys, all of us, we all have our stories, right? We all have our life stories, and some of it we share and some of it we keep close because, it's either too painful or you don't want to have to explain in detail, or, it's just, you don't even understand all of it, So, anyway, when we feel like, we can trust and open up and share. And, I really try to be an open and transparent book here. But there are still even things that I don't share because they're just too personal. They're too painful. They're too personal. So, it's like we all take different paths through life, and we all have our ups and our downs. And sometimes, some of our downs are really, really deep. And some of our ups are really, really like mountaintop things, And so by traveling this world together in community, we get to share all of that. And, 2020 kind of took that out from under us in a lot of ways. And it made it really difficult. True. And Valerie says, plus you don't want to scare anyone away. And that's true. It is nice to have a safe place here, Nikki. I agree. And I feel like that is one of the things that I so appreciate about this crochet therapy family. And, it's like y'all are my cousins. I have a couple cousins that are on here and I love them dearly. I absolutely love them dearly. But I feel like y'all are, family too. And so we share, we go through the ups and downs. You see when I'm like really not having a great day, or when I'm, doing good and everything. But I don't always get to see your day. And so when you guys feel comfortable enough and secure enough, and you do share something with me, just know that I hold it in my heart, and it is a safe place. So, I'm not a counselor. I am just another person, just taking it one day at a time, just like you. So we are here in community, and we're here for one another. So that's just really special. And I just wanted to share that with you. So let me show you the new the new poncho. So look at this. Now this is a 5-weight yarn. This is made with Premier Puzzle yarn. And I'm so excited. Looky how cute it is. Excuse me, I'm still working on it. This is in, well, gosh, I don't have the wrapper now. So I just thought, let me try it in, some yarn that I have a lot of, because remember that puzzle yarn? I had 2 of each of these, and they're like 500 and some. Yeah, I don't know where the other one is, but they're like, 500 and some yards. And so I thought maybe I could get, they are, Nikki, you're right. They're so fun. I had no idea how fun they are. So I thought, well, let me try and make matching with, with that puzzle yarn, because I have enough of it to make matching. So that's what I decided. And so I started this one last night, and I just couldn't stand it. I was just going. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on the 11th row. Alice, thank you. Hey, you know what? If you find value in this, if you would do me a favor and just hit the like button, that would really bless me. So thank you for doing that. And I want to invite you to subscribe, and that way you will, you will be notified. A little brain freeze. You'll be notified when new content comes out. And, I'm starting to get excited about working with acrylic, and this puzzle yarn is one of my favorites. It always has been one of my favorites. I really enjoy this yarn. I enjoy the way it slides through the hook. I enjoy the way it feels as I'm crocheting. I enjoy the softness of the product, the finished product. And I just really enjoy everything about it. I really do. Look at these subtle colors. See, now they're starting to come through a little bit. It's pale pink, and a little bit of a peachy is showing through, and then a little darker pink, but not too dark, and then a little bit of a gray and a white or a cream. So it's just very subtle. It works up fast, Valerie. You're right. And I agree, Nikki, puzzle yarn is really nice. I'm a fan. So anyway, I was working it last night, and, it got to be bedtime. My husband's like, okay, I'm going to head to bed. And I said, okay, do me a favor. Don't wait up for me. Because if I'm out, in the house doing something, he'll wait up with the light on and everything. I said, I'm going to, get ready for bed, but don't wait up for me. Go ahead and, turn off the light and get some rest, and I'll be in. I just need to finish one more row. And we know how that works, right? One more row. Yeah. So anyway, I started with 11, and then I was like, my eyes started shutting. Famous last words, right, Alice? That's right. So my eyes were shutting, and I was like, oh, what's happening? That's right, Carla. One more row. No, I didn't see Daybreak, Wendy, but you know what? I wanted to. So I came to bed. It was a little late. Toothpicks in my eye, holding my eyes open right now. Anyway. So anyway, I got to row 11, and I was like, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. It was about 11. So I did. I stopped. And I came to bed, and I slept good. And guess what I did while I was crocheting out there? I had my phone, I had my earbuds, and I had YouTube on. So I watched some YouTube while I crocheted, or I listened to it, that's all you need to do is listen to it. And I got to, I watched Mikey. And, always before, when we were in our house next door, when it was time to go to bed, my husband would go to bed, and then I would stay out in the living room and either crochet, or I would snuggle up. We had a sectional, and so it had a corner, and if you've ever had a sectional and sofa, and about that corner, the corner is like a square, and so it's like super, like you can just get in that corner with a pillow, and you can like prop up sideways, and you can like just really, really relax. I found that I slept so well in that little corner. I don't know what it was about that little corner, And so I would put Mikey from the Crochet Crowd on, and his voice was, very calm, and he would talk. Oh, yes, me too, Valerie. Oh my gosh, they're just like, oh, they just feel so good. And he would be calm, and his voice was calm, and he would say things that were just so soothing, like, we're going to single crochet in the next 10 stitches. And then in the next 3 stitches, and then in the next stitch, we're going to single crochet 2 times, chain 2, single crochet 2 times. And then we're going to, and the way he would just, it was like the words were speaking to my soul. Crochet language. And his voice was just, low enough to be soothing. And I would just relax and decompress from my, whatever it was that I had that day. And then I would be able to go to bed. Yes, it is very soothing. His voice is very soothing. So that's how I would decompress. So last night I put Mikey on. I'm listening to his voice. And because it was that, I put on that, the tutorial for the Christmas tree skirt that I was telling you guys about. And so I was listening to him, and it's by Jeannie. Jeannie from Crochet Crowd. She's a designer, and she's amazing. And she's the one that designed the Goodnight Kisses blanket that I made for my granddaughter Annabelle for her first birthday. That was that really colorful. Yes, it's like listening to a waterfall. You are right, Valerie. It was that really bright, colorful blanket, the square blanket that I made. So when I was watching and listening, oh, you watched and listened to that as you went to sleep last night too? That's funny. I did too, but I didn't go to sleep. But it just like, I really enjoyed listening to him talk about as he was crocheting, and anyway, he was going to one point, and it was like, 8 stitches. And then he's like, yep, that's what I thought. And it was where she had done a 2 together so that, it made this part of the star. Anyway, I really enjoyed listening to it while I crocheted. And if I could have, I would have stayed up all night. So yeah, I want to make that. I'm not going to use the Ogo yarn. I don't care for it. It's pretty, and Jeannie's tree skirt really looked pretty. It did. But I think oh, you fell asleep before I finished. That is so funny, Nikki. It's so funny. So anyway, we were listening to the same thing last night, and we didn't know it. So yeah, I am really looking forward to doing that. I really am. So listen, guys, remember a couple times ago, morning coffee and crochets ago, I don't remember which one, but we were all talking about sending some yarny goodness to Valerie, and I don't remember exactly how it was, but remember I said that I wouldn't mind being the hub. And so Valerie did email me, so I have her address. So anything we want to come up with, I don't know, Alice, do you remember the details of that? You have a mind like a steel trap, Alice. And so I have like a sponge with lots of holes. So, I mean, it might come in, but unless you really squeeze that sponge hard, you might not get it all out. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I need help remembering, you know, what was said. I can go back and watch. But anyway, yeah, my address, my PO box is below, and my email address is below if you want to email me. And oh no, Alice says she needs to squeeze too. Nikki says her mind is like an oscillating fan. That's a nice analogy. Hey, come up with some more, guys. That's really interesting. Oh my goodness, I need more coffee. Oh, it's still a little hot. Not as hot. Mm. That might help if I get some more caffeine in there. Oh, Valerie. You know what? You're among friends, so it's okay. It's okay. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, that's all I've got going for me right now is this, is this right here. What's on your hook today? Oh, good. I'm so glad, Valerie. I am so glad. So glad. So what is on your hook today? So Alice, yep. Okay, and Alice wants to know if Valerie is okay with me sharing the address personally with individuals who request it. And so Kelly is making scarves and hats, and Valerie says yes. So if you want the address, just request it. And I think nice. You guys, y'all are you just are a blessing. You really are. Oh no. Okay, Nikki is gonna frog the shirt that she started. She's only 2 rows in, but yeah, just, just think of that as, I don't know, it's just like an exercise. When I frog something, I don't ever let frustration come into it. I'm just like, this is for your better good, and I just like unravel. I used to get frustrated with having to unravel, and I would even like fudge things so that I wouldn't, have to unravel. I might still every now and then, but most of the time, unless it's like 10 rows down. But if it's for someone and that mistake is messing with the whole flow of the whole project, then I may. Yes, that's right, Nikki. It is better to start again. That's right. And that way you have a good foundation, right? Alice says when she frogs, she thinks of knitting and how difficult that is. Frogging crochet is so easy. Oh, good. I've never actually completed anything in knitting. So I don't know how it would be to have to frog in knitting. I actually never thought of it. Wow. And Valerie is finishing up face cloths. Oh my gosh, Valerie, you have 45 face cloths? Wow. That is amazing. Whew. That is amazing. Wow. Now, Valerie, are you donating these? Because I know you donate a lot. I know you do. And okay. And so Nikki says, yeah, I know I want to do it now. Yeah. Oh, you know what you want to do now. Right, right. Oh, Alice says it's terrible. You have to slowly frog stitch by stitch. Oh, yuck. Well, that makes sense because knitting is different than crochet, because with crochet, each stitch you make is a completed stitch. But with knitting, each row is incomplete, and it's until you like go all the way to the end. Anyway, oh, Valerie says, yes, she sends them to the homeless shelter and adding a hotel bar soap. That is really nice. So nice. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing, Valerie. What a nice thought. When I was growing up, and I'm a little old, but when I was growing up, the church that I went to in Baltimore, there were a lot of, especially in downtown Baltimore, there was a migrant worker ministry. And so every year they would do, our church would do a giveaway. And it was, so we were partnering, all of the churches in the area were partnering with this migrant worker ministry. And the migrant worker ministry had, they had a giveaway for the migrant workers, and it would be a hand sewn bag, which was really nice. It was like a rectangle size, and it had specific items in it and specific sizes. And so the ladies at the church, they would sew those migrant worker bags, and then it would have like a drawstring at the top. And then we would all, contribute, and then we would all like get together and stuff the bags, and then those bags, like hundreds of bags, from our church would go to this ministry, and all the churches in the area had committed to a certain number of bags. So then it would really help this ministry. And so in the summertime, because the migrant workers were very, I don't know if transient is the word, or travelers or whatever, but a lot of them, they brought their families with them. And so, and a lot of the farms, they would have, places for them to stay or whatever, as for their families to stay. And the migrant workers, they would, do the picking in the fields and everything like that. So as a way, every time, the new season came, the migrant ministry would hand out these bags to everyone. And it would have things like, soap and washcloth and a hand towel, because it was just a bag. So there wasn't room for like a whole big towel. And, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, just all kinds of different things in there, and it was very specific. So yeah, I really like that. I like that. Let me see what has been going on. And Carla says, my last shawl had 2 mistakes. You can't see them unless you sit and go count them. Well, there you go. You were almost done before you saw them, and you didn't go back and frog. Oh no, not bad, girl. No. If you can't even see them, if you can't find them without counting, then nobody else will know either. And Alice says, the Irish say you should put a mistake in each project to make it truly your own. My take is that it's an excuse to have another drink, LOL, because she's Irish descent. Oh, I agree, Nikki. That's fun. That is fun. Oh my goodness. And Wendy says she has a hard time leaving a mistake, but she thinks that comes from all the thread word you did. Oh, you mean crossword that you did? That one mistake would throw off the whole design. Is that what you're talking about? Or thread word? I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm going to take your word for it. It's true. Sometimes mistakes do throw off the whole thing. If it's a garment, you might, Nikki, I'm sure I do too, have a mistake in everything that I've done. these shawls I've been counting. So when I get to the sides, I didn't think of it on that one, but it all worked out. Um, but on this one, I'm like, and it's a little, well, anyway, so I just count the little bobbles and make sure all 4 sides are the same number. So as long as that's happening, then I'm good. I am good. So yeah, so this is a bag a day pattern, and it's the one that she made for her daughter, Evelyn Rose. And Evelyn was a toddler at the time. But she said that this would fit. She even tried it on her 6-year-old son to see if it would fit, and it did. And so, so that was fun. So I knew, it's got to fit, in that whole age range, right? Carla says her DNA says she's more Irish and less Cherokee than you thought. Oh, well, there you go, Carla. Oh, Alice says mistakes are in your blood. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So now, yeah, everybody's Irish. Well, I know one day a year when everybody is Irish, and that's St. Patty's Day, right? Everybody wants to wear green, and yeah. So anyway, that's a fun holiday too. Valerie says it's like quilting. If you have a mistake, it becomes unique. It does. It is a one of a kind then, right? I mean, there's no other project out there like that. Yeah, that's right. Mm. Oh, threadwork doilies, tablecloths, and curtains. Okay. Thank you, Wendy, for explaining. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was a typo. I thought, the spell check guru came along and changed your words. So thread work, like doilies and such. Okay. Yeah. And that is such a delicate thing that if you make a mistake, especially if, yeah, it could throw off the whole thing, the whole look. Yeah, she must have very good eyes. That's right. Now, I used to make doilies and things, and I loved it. And I would use the small, but I wouldn't use the really thin thread, like, like sewing thread. I never went that low for it, but I have used a number 10 thread, and that's kind of a thicker thread, and I've used that. And then the one that is just a little bit smaller, I've used that. But right now my eyes are, I'm over 40, so my eyes, it's really weird. You turn 40 and the next day, things are happening, like your eyes are going, and it's just crazy. Yeah, it's hard to see after a certain age. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, Valerie. I hear you. One day we'll be the same age, Alice. Very soon. Yeah, we'll both be over 40. Hey, Lori. Everyone came in at the work mistake. No, no, no. It's an opportunity to make it some special. Word mistake. What? Hi, Lori. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. And today's Friday, so it's the beginning of a new week and our weekend. It's the beginning of a weekend. It's the end of a week. Much better. She says much better. I can't even talk, but I was just thinking it was going to be the beginning of a It's CCL in the house. CCL is here. So, oh, yeah. So, anyway, let's see. Guess what? I had my phone plugged in, but I had it plugged in, and for some reason it just went dead. Well, I don't know what happened, but anyway, I am at 10% on my batteries. So I don't want it to shut down on us or go dark. Lori. Lori, I've been getting up earlier. Have you noticed? Oh my goodness. So today I have some like Zoom. Oh. And today, let's see, I want to plant some beets and some carrots. And here we go, Alice food. And yeah, before it cuts, that's right, just like Zoom, before it cuts me off mid-sentence, blah. And then I freeze like this, right? Well, you know what I think I did, Valerie? I think in the middle of the night, I unplugged it, and I think I forgot to plug it back in. I think it was operator error. Yes, food. So I'm going to plant beets. Does anybody out there like beets? I love beets. Now, the way I like beets, I don't like them plain, like where you just, boil them up and eat them. I don't like them that way. But I absolutely adore them, love them, can't get enough of them. If they're pickled, it's a sweet pickle. My mom makes them. And oh my goodness, they are amazing. It's like candy. Beet salad. Oh yeah, and this is not like a dill pickle. This is like, the bread and butter pickles. It has that brine in it. Oh my goodness, Carla likes beets pickled. Yeah. And then the other way that I like them, and I never knew that I liked them this way until my husband and I tried them a couple years ago. Cooked warm with a honey orange dressing. Ooh, I bet that's good. I bet that's really good, Alice. Yummy. Okay, so what we did, we had these huge beets, and it's candy for old people. Oh no, young people too, Lori. And and CCL. Yes, your shirts could say you're a friend of Crochet Therapy and CCL. Crazy cousin Lori, for those of you who didn't figure that out, because the last time they said CCL, I'm like, what does that mean? I had forgotten. So what I did was I peeled them, which, I didn't know what to do there. So I peeled them, and then I cut them in half, or quarters if they were really big. And I did a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of salt and pepper, and maybe, I don't know whether I put Mrs. Dash or just left it with salt and pepper. I don't know. And I roasted them. I roasted them until they were done. And Alice branded you. Yes, she did. And oh my goodness, they got a really deep, deep red wine color. And my mouth is watering thinking about it. And they were so amazing. Amazing. Oh, Alice says she loves beet and goat cheese salad. And you know what? If you, Carla's saying, Brandon, if you roasted those beets and then put them in your salad, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Seriously, my husband and I were like very, very kindly, like going after those beets, like, like we have forks, like, no, I want that one. Oh, Alice, that's my job. Making you hungry. They were so amazing. So I'm like half the bed, because we have 3 raised beds, 4 foot wide by 10 feet long. I'm going to take a picture today, and I'm going to post it in my stories so that you can see. I mean, it just looks like dirt right now. On one end, we do have a little bit of salad greens coming up, but they're so tiny. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. I know, Valerie, right? Well, I got to grow the beets first, okay? Oh, the bugs got them first. No, no to bugs. And I'm going to keep planting and keep growing until I get it right. So yeah, I'm not going to stop, because I want me some beets. And oh, you're going to enjoy them. The only problem that I have with beets is I think that they should be like potatoes, and you plant one beet plant and it should give you like 10 beets, like potatoes, right? But each beet plant only gives you 1 beet. What's up with that? I want lots of beets, so I have to plant lots of beet seeds to get the beets. So anyway, we got the beet, we got the beet. Oh gosh, that was terrible. Okay, I better stop before I start singing again. Oh my gosh, they grow on the. Oh, Alice. That was awful, the singing that I just did. But anyway, you know. Cheapskate beets. Yeah. Beets are expensive. I'm going to grow me some. Anyway, guys, listen. Check out Bag a Day's tutorials. That woman is like a machine. She's amazing, right? I mean, she Alice says she's going to be singing that all day. Hey, listen, that's a good song. I'm just saying. So, you know, Bag a Day, Crystal from Bag a Day is really amazing. She's got a lot of really neat patterns and tutorials out there. The woman is a machine. So, like she puts out tutorials like, you know, I don't know how she does it. I wish I had half of her energy, really. So she's pretty amazing. But anyway, I love this tutorial. Anything that I've made of hers, I've loved. I've loved the pattern. Yeah, I do too, Valerie. I do too. So anyway, you know, guaranteed that it's something that I'm going to be able to do and I'm going to be able to finish. So I just really appreciate that about her. Yes, she does. She has a ton of patterns, something for everyone. So anyway, I am in love with this pattern. I really like it. It's so it's in my arsenal of keepers. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Do something fun just for you this weekend. You know, if you're always making for others, make something for yourself. Even if it's just something small. You know, something small, like let's say you make all kinds of things for other people, but you have a little bit of scrubby yarn. Go ahead and make a little scrubby for your kitchen. That's just for you. Make it whatever size you want. Make it however you want, whatever stitch you want. And just make it for you. Do something for yourself. And yes, Valerie and Alice and Carla and Lori and Robin and Nikki and let's see, I know there were some other people in here. I can't see anybody else. Wendy, and I think I said Wendy, Carla, Nikki, Valerie, Lori, Robin, Alice. And I think I might have missed some people, but anyway, I can't remember everyone. Kelly. And see, that's how my brain is. I'm not I have to squeeze it really hard to get it to give up some names here. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking, and love to you all. Bye, guys.